Jika Anda memerlukan penerjemahan, pilih channel English untuk terjemahan dalam bahasa Inggris, channel Japanese untuk terjemahan dalam bahasa Indonesia. Jangan memilih mute original audio agar Anda dapat mengikuti diskusi di floor saat terjadi pergantian bahasa. Jika Anda menggunakan fitur penerjemahan dan ingin bicara, pastikan Anda bicara di channel yang sesuai dengan bahasa yang Anda gunakan. Mohon bicara bahasa Indonesia di channel Japanese, bicara bahasa Inggris di channel English untuk menghindari percampuran dengan suara interpreter. Please pay attention to all online invitees. The event in this noon will be start, but first, let me share some information about the instruction for using interpretation feature. The first one, please click the interpretation icon at the bottom right of your screen. Participants who need interpretation feature may select the following channel: English for interpretation in English and Japanese for interpretation in Indonesian. Thank you. Om Swastiastu. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and all the invited guests. First of all, we would like to say thank you to Ida Sangyang Widiwasa, who has been giving us a guidance, healthy, and mercy, so we can attend and participate this event without any obstacles. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here and welcome to Kertalokarum Graha Sewaka Dharma Denpasar. In our big event, the signing ceremony of letter of intent between the city of Denpasar government and the city of Darwin on Monday, 28th of June, 2021. The Honorable, the Right Worshipful Lord Mayor of Darwin, and the official of the city of Darwin, the Honorable Mayor of Denpasar City, Bapak I Gusti Ngurah Jaya Negara, Vice Mayor of Denpasar City, Bapak Kadek Agus Arya Wibawa, the representative of the head of the Corporation Facilitation Center, Ministry of Internal Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Arif Hidayat, the representative Directorate of East Asia and Pacific, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, the Chairman of Parliament of Denpasar City, Bapak I Gusti Ngurah Gede, and all the invited guests. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to give an occupation to the Acting CEO, Josh Settler, to introduce the officials of City of Darwin. Please, time is yours.
Selamat siang. Welcome to the signing of the letter of intent for sister city relationship between us, the City of Darwin, and the City of Denpasar. I'd like to firstly start by acknowledging we are meeting on Larrakia country, and we recognise and pay our respects to all Larrakia people, traditional owners and custodian elders of the past and present. We support emerging Larrakia leaders now and into the future and are committed to working together with all Larrakia to care for this land and sea for our shared future. I would also like to recognise the dignitaries from Denpasar, Lord Mayor, Mayor and Deputy Mayor of Denpasar, and your executive team. With us today, albeit virtually in Darwin, we have the Right Worshipful, the Lord Mayor of Darwin, Konvitskalis, Council Gaffor Afero, the Republic of Indonesia in Darwin City, Mr. Arif Wajeksono, Council for Economic Affairs of the Indonesian Consulate, Ms. Marjana Warnades, Council for Information and Social Cultural Affairs of the Indonesian Consulate, Ms. Meredith Parry, Deputy Vice Chancellor and Vice President of Operations, our elected members, our Sister City Committee members, our International Relations Committee members, and City of Darwin executive and staff. The City of Darwin embraces the signing of the letter of intent for our sister city relationship with our closest neighbours to the north in the city of Denpasar, and we look forward to advancing our people and economic ties as we work together in our recovery from this global pandemic. Thank you, Master of Ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first agenda on this event is screening the video promotion between Denpasar government and the city of Darwin. Let us enjoy the video.
So she ran away in her sleep and dreamed of paradise, paradise. Every time she closed her eyes. When she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, and the bullets catching her teeth. Life goes on, it gets so heavy, the wheel breaks the butterfly. Every tear a waterfall. In the night, the stormy night, she closed her eyes. In the night, the stormy night, away she flies. A dream of paradise, paradise, paradise. Oh, she dreamed of paradise, so lying underneath those stormy skies, she said, oh, I know the sun was set to rise. This could be paradise, paradise, could be paradise. Oh, this could be
Welcome to Darwin, our tropical capital city, home to over a third of the Northern Territory's population. Just a few hours from Asia and Indonesia, Darwin is a city that is cosmopolitan, yet a place that is full of nature and quiet space. Darwin is a city where community bonds are strong. It is multiculturalism done right. More than 30% of our population was born overseas, 7.4% are Indigenous, and the average age of our population is 34 years. We are young, multicultural and skilled, making us a very livable city. City of Darwin Council is an intrinsic part of this community. Council delivers far more than the essential services of roads, rates and rubbish. We have a clear and shared vision of where we are headed over the next 10 years with our new strategic plan, Darwin 2030. City of People, City of Colour. This year alone, Council is spending a record-breaking $91.5 million on capital works programs. We buy local and deliver first-class sustainable projects for the community. We work closely with all levels of government, private industry and the community to transform our city. We have 4 libraries, 3 swimming pools, 17 sporting grounds and 122 playgrounds. Facilities to far rival other bigger cities. Livability is about creating a safe, accessible city and a healthy and happy population. We love our warm winters and dramatic wet seasons, but being a tropical city, cooling and shading is vital. Council continues to plant thousands of trees to re-establish Darwin's urban forest after tropical cyclone Marcus, and is rolling out a number of streetscape beautification projects. Our urban forest strategy combined with innovative projects will ensure the future is cool, clean and green. City of Darwin recently won several Smart City of the Year awards for the My Darwin and Switching On Darwin programs. The $10 million Switching On Darwin project delivered 138 extra CCTV cameras in Darwin CBD, 912 LED lights, free Wi-Fi and parking and environmental sensors. Darwin captures your heart with its vibrant and creative community. Festivals, street art, music on the beaches, a rich indigenous heritage and incredible natural environment all make Darwin an iconic destination as well as a livable city. Working with all levels of government and community, we will build and grow this incredible city of colour, city for the people.
Well, that was the video acclaims Boot Cities. Ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is speech by the Mayor of Denpasar City. Dengan hormat, Bapak I Gusti Ngurah Jaya Negara, kami silahkan.
Om Swastiastu. The Honorable Lord Mayor of Darwin and official the City of Darwin, Head of Cooperation Facilitation Center, Secretariat General of the Ministry of Home Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Directorate of East Asia and Pacific, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Consul General of Australia in Bali, Consul of the Republic of Indonesia in Darwin, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let us offer praise and gratitude to Ida Sang Yang Widiwasa, God Almighty, because by His graceful we are able to attend in good health protocol to participate in the letter of intent signing event between the Denpasar City Government and the City of Darwin on Monday, June 28, 2021. As the effort of the two cities to establish a cooperative relationship from the bidding and exploration state virtual with is in year of 2020, this a good intention to achieve vision and mission of development for two both cities as well as the supporting cooperation between two countries, Indonesia, Australia, in Indonesia-Australia Comprehensive Economic Partnership. By the result of the study analysis to look for the potential, opportunities and benefit of cooperation from Denpasar City official directed, mapping and mission the scope of cooperation between the two cities with agreed. They are tourism and culture promotion, creative economic development, and human resource capacity development. During the world was fighting COVID-19 pandemic, the impact on the community's economic was felt. The case with the city of Denpasar, in implementing the sister city cooperation in accordance with the scope of cooperation between the two cities, namely the promotion of tourism and culture, the development of the creative economy in an innovative effort to restore the economy for the city of Denpasar, and the development of human resource capacity of Denpasar city. One of them can be the form of providing training and certification for the workforce of Denpasar who will be ready to work and give good skill contribution in Darwin city. This is also the effort to decrease unemployment in Denpasar city as an impact of the pandemic. Hopefully, through the partnership brought with the city of Darwin, it can run well, be sustainable, and the benefits can be felt by the two cities with the common achievement goal of the people prepare for both cities. Thus about, and we take apologize for any inconveniences. Hopefully, the two cities toward a better direction. This is my speak, and thank you. Om Santi 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 Om.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to invite the Right Worshipful the Lord Mayor of City of Darwin, the Honorable Mr. Konfatskalis, to deliver his speech. Please, time is yours.
Hello everyone, I'm the City of Darwin Lord Mayor, Conrad Scalps. Welcome to the letter of intent signing between Darwin and Denpasar to become sister city. We are in a very exceptional times. As I speak to you, Darwin is a lockdown for 2 days for COVID-19 cases with the possibility of extended even more. Australia is in interesting times, the same way Indonesia has been in very, very difficult times. First, I would like to acknowledge the Rakia people as a traditional owner of this country, and I would like to pay respect to all past, present and future leaders. I also like to acknowledge the dignitaries and special guests who are on the other side today. The City of Denpasar Mayor, Igusti Gura Jayanagara, the Deputy Mayor of Denpasar, the Chairman of the Denpasar City Council, the Head of the Center for Cooperation and Facilitation of the Secretariat General, Ministry of Home Affairs of Republic of Indonesia, Director of East Asia and Pacific, Director of Astimbas Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, and the Australian Council General in Bali. Greetings to you all from the other side of the sea. As I jokingly say sometimes, Denpasar and Bali are the northern suburbs of Darwin. So close our cities relate to each other, and so often our own people coming to visit your beautiful city. We already have 6 sister cities around the world that share historic, social, cultural and geographical similarities to Darwin. Ambon in Indonesia, Anchorage in Alaska, USA, Kalinos in Greece, Dili in Timor-Leste, Haikou in China, and Melikapiti, which is in the Northern Territory of Australia. Kalinos was Council's first sister city because the majority of the population in Darwin comes from the city of Kalinos. Of course, we've got many other nationalities here in Darwin, and we all live peacefully. And Indonesian community is one of the big communities here in Darwin. The EACPA is a framework that will unlock potential between our two cities, fostering economic cooperation for business communities and individuals. Prior to COVID, both our community visited Bali and Darwin very often. As a matter of fact, Bali is the closest city to the Northern Territory flying by plane. You are much closer to Darwin than our capital city Canberra is, or Sydney, or Melbourne, or even Adelaide. We have very strong cultural and commercial and trade and educational links with Indonesia. And of course, with this signature, we will foster it even further. After we officially sign this letter of intent, we will become a sister city in time after we formalize the agreement. During this time, City of Darwin, City of Denpasar will share knowledge and participate in virtual programs, and we hope after this situation with COVID, with real programs, meeting each other face to face, either in Darwin or of course in Bali. We're currently finalizing the International Sister and Friendship City Expo that Denpasar is a party to, and we're so thankful for that one. The Expo will build cultural and economic opportunities for our communities. The sister city relationship with the City of Denpasar aims to enhance cross-cultural understanding and create a vibrant and connected communities. We are very honored that your city has accepted our offer of a sister city relationship, and we're looking forward to a bright future between our two cities. Today, I'm signing this letter not in the council chambers, as we predicted and we wanted to do. Because of the lockdown, I'm signing it in my very own house. I have visited Bali many, many times, and I'm looking forward to visiting Denpasar and Bali in the very, very near future. Hopefully, COVID-19 will finish soon, and our two countries and our two cities will manage to meet face to face and exchange views and enjoy hospitality here in Darwin or in your very own city, Denpasar. Thank you so much for that. And of course, I'm sorry, but it's beyond our control. But at the same time, we find a new innovative way to do business. This time, I'm signing this letter of intent from my own house, and you can sign it from your own offices in Denpasar. Thank you very much, and I will sign now the letter of intent. Greetings to my fellow mayor of Denpasar and all the dignitaries that they are there today watching this homemade video from my very own house. The important thing is, COVID cannot win. We signed the letter of intent. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the signing ceremony of letter of intent by the Mayor of Denpasar City. Dengan hormat, Bapak I Gusti Ngurah Jaya Negara disilahkan. Ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is speech by the head of the Corporation Facilitation Center, Ministry of Internal Affairs, which is delivered by the representative, the head of Corporation Facilitation Center, Ministry of Internal Affairs. Bapak Arif Hidayat, disilahkan.
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity. Mayor of Denpasar City, Mr. I Gusti Ngurah Jaya Negara, Lord Mayor of Darwin, the Honorable Mr. Kon Kalis, Vice Mayor of Denpasar City, Mr. Kadek Agus Arya Wibawa, Head of Local Representatives in City of Denpasar, Mr. I Gusti Ngurah Gede, representative from Directorate of East Asia and Pacific, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Republic of Indonesia, Mrs. Herwina Diah Fitriani, Consulate of the Republic of Indonesia in Darwin, Mr. Gulfan Afero, the Australian Consulate General in Bali, Mrs. Atea, representatives from City of Darwin, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, may peace be upon you. As we are aware that the world is facing unprecedented global health and socio-economic crisis triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic, millions of people are infected and dying. Normal life does not go as easy as we usually go on. In Indonesia, the lives of millions of children and their families have already been overturned. Micro scale community activity restriction is affecting our daily life as well as our economy. In this precarious condition, we as a nation, individuals, institutions, each of us must bear the responsibility to play a role in fighting this epidemic together. Ladies and gentlemen, the establishment of sister city cooperation between the city government of Denpasar and city of Darwin is expected to be a platform for both cities to exchange innovation and creative ideas in order to deliver a good and sustainable public services to the society. Australia is a friendly country and one of the closest neighboring countries, which has an important meaning for Indonesian national interests as well as regional interests. I'm very pleased to see that the relation between Indonesia and Australia is becoming stronger and continue to improve in various sectors. Geographically, Denpasar and Darwin have a relatively short travel time. Australia is the potential target market for Denpasar, mainly in the tourism sector, and vice versa. Considering that tourism is one of the largest foreign exchange earners, tourism has a multiplier effect on mobilizing development and other sectors. So it needs to be stimulated in a sustainable manner. Thus, the sister city cooperation is expected to give a fresh air for both cities, especially Denpasar, in obtaining ideas on promoting and managing tourism in the pandemic era. In the creative economy sector, the empowerment of small and medium enterprises must open a wider market because the sector can absorb a lot of labor and the benefits can be felt by the community, as well as one of the ways to promote economic recovery for the community in the midst of a pandemic. In the human resources development, I hope that this cooperation could give benefits to strengthen the capacity development of public servants in Denpasar city, as well as the young people in Denpasar to improve the Human Development Index in Denpasar. The Ministry of Home Affairs hopes that the benefit of this cooperation can be carried out as well as possible, and the results of the cooperation are expected to provide concrete steps for development in both cities. Furthermore, this cooperation is also anticipated to open the new market access in various sectors, ensuring its sustainability and most importantly, not being limited to mere ceremonial activities. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no slightest doubt that the ties of mutual support and understanding between the two cities will promote stronger cooperation for Indonesia and Australia. I sincerely hope that the friendship between Indonesia and Australia will improve not only the ties of the respective government, but also well-being of the people in both respective countries. Finally, in this moment of pandemic, I believe that if we hand to hand as brothers, united to reach the common goal, we will be able to win this fight against COVID-19. The journey may be long, but at the end, it will reach the destination. Thank you and have a good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last agenda, we would like to invite the Council of the Republic of Indonesia to Darwin to deliver his speech. Mr. Guvanavero, time is yours.
Pak Gulvan, unmute.
Yes, thank you. Yang terhormat Wali Kota Denpasar, Bapak I Gusti Ngurah Jaya Negara, Yang terhormat Kepala Pusat Fasilitasi Kerjasama Kementerian Dalam Negeri, Bapak Dr. Heriandi Roni MSI, yang the Adorable Con Fascalis Lord Mayor of Darwin, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to acknowledge the Larakia people as the traditional owner of the Darwin region. We pay our respects to the Larakia elders past, present, and emerging. It is an honor and privilege for me today to witness the signing of the letter of intent between the city government of Denpasar and the city of Darwin on three following areas, namely culture and tourism promotion, development of creative economy, and development of human resource capacity building. Even though we are currently facing a difficult situation in which the COVID-19 pandemic is still not completely over, however, we should be grateful that the two entities, the city government of Denpasar and the city of Darwin, are still able to sign the letter of intent through the Zoom application. We have noted that these three agreed areas shall be carried out through the conclusion of Memorandum of Understanding that to be signed by the parties not later than 1 year after the signing of this letter of intent. The signing of this letter of intent is promptly after the Indonesia-Australia Comprehensive Economic Partnership entered into force in July 2020. The ISFA has paved the way to maximize people and goods movement between Indonesia and Australia by advancing its connectivity routes. As you all know, Darwin is close neighbor to Denpasar as the gateway to Asia and vice versa. I believe that Denpasar and Darwin could make the most of this advantage and benefit from the ISFA, as the intention to establish the sister city cooperation is to promote culture, tourism, creative economy, and developing human resources, public services through capacity building. This objective, I understand, are the essence of the ISFA. Finally, I would like to underscore that the signing of this letter of intent is a benchmark to enhance the relations between Denpasar and Darwin. The next goal would be translating the letter of intent into the memorandum of understanding between Denpasar and Darwin within more concrete action-oriented program. I realize that probably we will face challenges ahead to make the memorandum of understanding, but challenges are no obstacle if we work hand in hand and face it together. The Consulate of the Republic of Indonesia and Darwin stand ready to provide any assistance on the journey onward. It wishes that the plan for Denpasar to be Darwin's next year city could be realized soon. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, and all the participants, we now come to the end of this event, the signing ceremony of letter of intent between the City of Government and the City of Darwin. On behalf of the master ceremony, we would like to extend once again our deepest appreciation, and I do apologize if there is inconvenience in bringing this event. Once again, thank you for your kind attention and good afternoon. Om Santi 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 Om.
So she ran away in her sleep.